2005 was a very moderate growing year. There was no heat spikes, there wasn't a lot of fluctuations. It was a very boring growing season, which is exactly what winemakers and growers want. It means that we're going to get even ripening of the grapes, balanced acidity, balanced tannins, developed color, and fruit character. Absolutely perfect. Tasting through the 2005 in just here in October of 2012, it's really showing a lot of youth in the color. It's a bright ruby garnet color, medium plus depth of a core, really no rim variation as you get out to the side of the glass. When you swirl the glass, the color even sticks to the sides as it pours down, really showing that youth. Aromatically, this wine is bramble blackberry. You get a lot of that black cherry in there as well. This wine is it's very similar to more of a cooler year Bordeaux. You get some of that green character to it, which can be a pro or a con for you. It depends on your wine style that you prefer. On the palate, you get a lot of that acidity that came through from the growing season. It's bright, it's refreshing, it's paired with a very subtle silky tannin structure. The primary aromatics of the brambly blackberry, the currant, are certainly there. Not really dancing into that sweet spot yet where the secondary components start to come in, but that should be arriving within the next couple of years where you start to perceive some of that dried tea leaf, dried fruit character, tobacco, leather, forest floor. But until now, it's lively, it's beautiful, certainly has a 60+ second long finish, and the aging potential of this wine is incredible. With that acid backbone, we're looking into 2020, 2025, no problem whatsoever. There's no sediment developed yet, so decant this wine for aeration purposes, let it breathe for a few hours. Delicious. 2006 was certainly a challenging vintage for a lot of the growers, but this was a year when we started to venture out and pull in grapes from growers that we hadn't worked with in the past. 2004 was a much warmer vintage. Everything was early. Bud break was early, harvest was early.